video on. So we are here with Sasha and David. Just do a bit of coding on website 1. I'm going to do, I think, a quick bug fix, and then I can't remember. Then we'll venture off into the unknown or something. I should screen share. So yeah, I every time I say this, I end up eating my words, but I really think this is going to be very easy. There's the merge conflict here. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I've got it.
So I think, other than that, it was just pushing back up. I think to my. I'm getting really confused because this is like the first. So I basically submitted a pull request, mostly of Thomas's work, but stuff like bit there and sort of contributed a couple of characters. And he said, I should do it, just like got used to doing one, which is, it means I'm sort of not quite sure at what stage anything's gone through where. So I thought this was sort of done and dusted, and that he was talking about something new. But yeah, I guess I fix this, and then I push up to my repo for the user status, and I guess, would I get notified by email by default if a pull request I've sent has been accepted?
Yes, you do. That comes up in the GitHub notifications, and if you're set up to receive email, then that should come through as well.
Thanks. And I mean, I haven't told them not to.
But you won't get told. You won't get told anything about whether GitHub detects merge conflicts.
Okay.
And all it does is it just runs Git the same way as you did. It runs a Git pull to see if there's a conflict.
Let's just run that branch.
So you're in
user status.
You're still in the user status.
And I'm looking for app models. There we go. There's many.
So did you see? You haven't seen this in real life, but you've seen it in exercises you've done where you've.
Yeah, no, we've had them before. I'm just wondering if this is really a conflict. I mean, do these two lines actually conflict in any way, or are they just saying do two different things with status? Seems like they should be. Yeah. It looks to me like if I just tell it there's no conflict, I don't need to do anything else.
Yeah, is that the only conflict that's showing in that file?
I think so.
Yeah, so that has come from.
There's something down here.
Yeah, something down there.
So, sorry, what were you going to say? It came from.
Yeah, it comes from upstream, doesn't it? It comes from the develop branch.
Yeah, so is this just that someone had put in an extra line break or something?
Well, it looks like they've actually written 2 extra lines.
I thought those were Thomas's lines.
You thought they were there already?
That's in the one that we pushed. Or maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, like, this is all about status, so we must have had a line along these.
Okay.
Like this.
So that's your new lines then from your branch. Okay.
Down here again, I don't know if we have anything resembling a conflict. I guess is this just that one person's added this and one person's added this?
Yeah, and I think the question is your new method supposed to be private or public?
I think this is from the production branch. Because we weren't working on invites, we were working on user statuses showing up when they're online. So I think this is the bit that we added, and this is the bit that came in with production, so I not change this unless there's some very good reason to.
Git knows nothing about the syntax of any programming language, so it just does some kind of textual analysis. So I'm guessing it found too many occurrences of the word "and" word on the side.
I thought it was just as simple as like both, the file had sort of ended like this before, and then someone had put on line 96 or 97 this stuff, and another person working on the same thing had put on the same line number.
Yeah, so I guess the question is, what order should it be in, and Git doesn't know. You have to know Ruby.
It's not like if there's really a conflict as such, it's just it doesn't know that there isn't.
Yeah.
Presumably, you'd have the private stuff at the end.
Yes.
Originally, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Stuff are just
I don't even know if there is a public directive that you can make stuff public again later in the file.
I think you can. I think public is a keyword. Yeah, well, thingy, Sublime turned it red, which I guess means it thinks it's a keyword.
Yeah.
But I don't think, it's a slightly weird thing to keep switching around.
Yeah, that would be very confusing.
Okay, so for now, just the changes.
To run the tests again.
Develop. Push.
Before you push, I would run the test.
For the whole thing, or just?
I tend to run all of the test suite after doing merge or just before doing a pull request.
Feels like a sensible thing. It takes quite a while.
Yeah. When I'm in a hurry, there's always something unexpected has gone wrong, and I wish I had done it, taken the 2 minutes to run it.
Yeah. Seemed like the sensible thing. Just that was a bit of a kind of grasping at straws, the whole thing. So much of a tech scene in Bath.
There's a bit, and there's quite a lot going on in Bristol.
Yeah, I was wondering about looking both of them, because they both sound a lot nicer than London, which is Plan A.
Well, London, especially that kind of east central London, the Olympic Park area, Shoreditch area, has all this startup scene going on, and
that's a thing. I wouldn't. Neither I or my girlfriend like London, but we're probably anchored there anyway because she's looking for work in auction houses, and basically all the major auction houses main branch is there. I mean, if I was sort of hoping, if I'm going to work in London, I can work somewhere outside the central business district. Somewhere outside the Circle Line, I guess, because then we could potentially actually afford a flat nearby.
Yes, yeah.
Having to commute.
He's
going to have to commute a long way every day, no matter where we live, because there's no way we're going to move into the centre.
Yeah, I believe Sam is commuting from. He's in northwest London. He's commuting every day across to Makers Academy in the Shoreditch area. So.
Yeah. Well, when I was doing a course, I was commuting from here, so an hour and 30 or 40 minutes there, and then same again on the way back. Not keen to repeat that. Okay. Calling couple outside the Travis environment, not sending data. I should worry about. Yeah. So does this pending thing mean anything to you? I've never really. I'm sort of
Um,
aware of what Travis is, but I haven't touched a line of it yet.
yeah, that's the cucumber.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, you mean that pending thing? I don't know if it's related to. Do you think that message is related to Travis or purely a cucumber?
Uh,
I mean, an aspect. I
uh,
think
yeah, that's this, isn't it?
I know there's a policy in local support where they won't accept pull requests if you have any pending tests.
Okay. I'm not sure what this.
And
Should we have a look at it then?
if you've any cucumber features that are marked pending, Travis normally fails them unless you change the settings.
Okay. Well, let's have a quick look at this. Um, dot slash spec. Oh yeah. Flipping out. Spec. Use events. Should. Events new. Don't think this is anything that we've been touching. Because again,
Something that's kind of long-standing in the environment. In which case, they ought to accept your pull request.
let me just convince myself of this. So we got a new user because we were doing something with you add a user. Who's not signed in? I think this is anything to do with us.
Yeah. There's a git if you can do to find out if you have actually changed it or
There's a what, sorry?
and git has a diff command.
Okay.
Um, although I don't remember the syntax up for it, we can probably do a diff on GitHub more quickly.
Okay, well, let's run Cucumber anyway.
Yeah.
We'll probably take half the afternoon.
Yeah. And I'll probably take a break for lunch shortly.
Sorry?
I'll probably take a break for lunch.
While this is running.
Well, not while that's running. After we've sorted out the merge conflict.
Okay.
I've got the pull request in, so pull requests.
Just trying to remember how long it ran for. I just remember it was a long time. I wasn't sure if it was break for lunch long.
Right. I know the.
Sorry.
Which pull request are we looking at?
Would it have a name, or is it just?
Yeah, we've got names and numbers.
Um,
Do you see my screen?
one sec. Oops. Yeah. Do I? I'm just looking at my screen now. Oops. Very smart. Um, User status.
So yeah, if we go to files changed, we should see if that spec file you were looking at changed.
Views slash events slash new.
No, it's not we've got users, show users, index. That's it. Yeah, it's been quite a lot of work on the specs.
Yeah, well,
A pretty substantial feature. You and Thomas wrote this.
well, Thomas wrote 99% of it, and then I came in at the last minute and did the pull request.
All right. Yeah, no, it looks like you haven't touched that. It helped if
There we go. Oh dear, yeah, this was funny. I vaguely remember there were like one or two failing feature tests that Thomas told me to ignore because they were just something to do with. I can't remember. They were just already there, and he seemed to think that they were kind of an annoyance, but one that was not worth dwelling on at the time.
So they're both related to Mercury Editor. One's in Documents and the other one's in Project.
What is Mercury Editor?
Mercury Editor is the little kind of Google Docs type thing that pops up when you go into edit an article.
On the website one, you mean?
On website one, yeah.
Not sure if I've actually used it. Let's have a look. I probably can't get into edit an article, I guess. I think I'll post this one.
Articles doesn't have it. It's in Documents and in. If you go to a project and try to edit a project, let me see Mercury Editor. So you have to be a member of a project, I think.
Yes. Website.
Join that one. Yeah. Yeah. Project actions.
Edit project details. So this bit here.
I think that's just a regular web form, but edit project pitch uses Mercury Editor.
Yeah. So this is just some third-party bit of software.
Yeah, it's an open source Ajax thing.
What's it do? What's it for?
Just kind of a WYSIWYG editor, a word processor type editor.
Okay. How do I get rid of it?
Formatting there.
Editor. It'll make it go away.
I didn't see how that would have any connection to user status. So hopefully it's one of the ones that Thomas commented on.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, the user status features were basically you go to the user's index or the user profile page and you see a dot that they're online, and then you have the option to put in a status. So I guess can I just ignore them and just push?
Yes, and it doesn't do any harm. You can keep pushing as passing or failing. It doesn't really matter until somebody merges it into develop and uses your code. GitHub just accepts your code and posts it up for people to do what they want with.
Okay. I guess that's done then. I mean, does that mean Travis is gonna? I think.
Yeah, Travis will kick off, but Travis will fail.
Is that gonna stop merges, or is it just kind of?
It doesn't stop merges. It just puts up a little flag on the GitHub pull request page.
I guess that's that for the merge conflict. Oops. How do I get rid of Mercury editors at this thing?
How do you get rid of Mercury?
As in, no, it's popped up.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I would navigate to another page. I don't know if that even works.
Okay. Excuse me.
Ah. Oh, I thought you deleted Workspace on as content.
I wondered what that was. We've been bitten by a passing.
Yeah.
I guess that's it then.
Yeah. I mean, there's history kept in the database. If people do delete a document by mistake, most of them are backed up in the database. Hopefully, all of them.
So yeah. So do you want to head off for lunch then?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Do we reconvene in an hour or something?
Yeah, I'm not really have a clear picture of what the story is that.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm not
doing with
sure.
those.
I have some vague sense. I mean, you know, it might be one of those things where I just get more of a sense for myself by trying to explain it to you. I don't know. I mean, I need to leave here at about 3.
Okay.
But yeah, so if I meet you back here in, well, I don't know, 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, about 20 past 1.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, see you then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.